material things. He already knows what we need, and he is happy to provide it because we're acting as his friends. We're his worshipers, we're his lovers. So, of course, out of the reciprocation of affection between friends or lovers, naturally so many gifts are exchanged. So similarly, Krishna likes to exchange gifts with his worshippers, with his devotees. And he likes to please them, just like they like to please him. According to how much we want to please Krishna, then he will also want to please us. Ye yata mang prapadyante, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, as they surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So to complete this chapter, thus, the Krishna consciousness movement is so nice that there is no need of even designating oneself Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, or Sannyasi. Let everyone be engaged in whatever occupation he now has. Simply let him worship Lord Krishna by the results of his activities in Krishna consciousness. That will adjust the whole situation, and everyone will be happy and peaceful within this world. In the Narada Pancharatra, the regulative principles of devotional service are described as follows. Any activities sanctioned in the revealed scriptures and aiming at the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are accepted by saintly teachers as the regulative principles of devotional service. If one regularly executes such service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master, then gradually he rises to the platform of serving in pure love of God. So this is such a wonderful quote. In other words, the Vedic social system in all its complexities is very difficult to institute, especially in the Kali Yuga, because everyone is so fallen. But everyone can simply take the results of the activities they're performing now and offer those in devotional service. For example, if someone is getting some salary from their job, they can offer that in devotional service. If someone has a house, they can dedicate that house as a temple and perform worship of the Lord in that house. If someone has family members, then he can instruct his family members in the art and science of devotional service and engage them in satisfying Krishna. If someone has some followers or students, or if, let's say, he owns a business and he has employees, well, he can gradually institute the values of spiritual life in the workplace or in his students, in his teaching work, or in his leadership role, in whatever way that manifests. And he can gradually bring people around to the devotional service of the Lord by his example. You see? So actually, in one sense, it seems like the regulative principles of devotional service are very particular and narrow. But in another sense, they're very broad and they're adaptable. This is kind of a slippery area because we're used to thinking of rules and regulations as being very firm, very rigid. But actually what we're talking about is a principle. The principle is that whatever we do, whatever we say, whatever we think, whatever we have, whatever we give, whatever example that we show, whatever social position that we have, all of these things should simply be engaged in Krishna's service. It's an attitude. It's not a particular very stylized or very limited set of activities, but rather it is an approach to life, an intention of living life to be pleasing to God. And when we do that, then God automatically pleases us. But this is the principle. And from this principle, one may derive so many specific rules and regulations. And later on in Nectar of Devotion, he covers all these rules and regulations in great detail, especially in regard to worship of the deity and so on like that. And we'll read all that, we'll go through all that. But here, he sets the stage by describing the main regulative principle that the order is that one should always remember Krishna, and the prohibition is that one should never forget him. Within this simple order and prohibition, all regulative principles are complete. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. That's Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.